Shh. Got this one and the there you go. Be natural. There is probably going to be not many people watching. Huh? Yeah. All his fans are going to be there for sure.
Yeah.
All the truckers from
All my chicks.
All the girls.
Wait 2 minutes. Take it off. Can you help me so I can take my stuff off?
Boogie family.
See those defense? I told you.
Sick.
I just realized I brought that. That's good for that.
Go. Looking good.
Bit of colour.
How do you say your name? Lachlan.
Huh?
Lachlan?
Lachlan.
Lachlan.
Lama.
No, in Spanish, my friends are all Latin. They were saying, "No, that's Lashland," and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Fuck, that's the name, Lashland." Like I couldn't say it. So
Yeah.
I was one asking him, "Is his name?" You know?
Yeah.
Lachlan. Is it your first year?
First week here. Yeah. It's awesome.
Is this your first time here? I'll say, I'll ask you what your impressions are of this wave and the town and everything. G'day everyone, welcome to the GoPro IBA World Tour. This is the third stop on the tour, the Arica Chilean Challenge presented by the town of Arica and Tomato Surf Shop. And this is the morning show, of course. We're having a lay day today, getting prepared for the big swell that's going to come tomorrow, and we're going to go straight into the Grand Slam. We're going to see hopefully some 10 to 15 foot waves. And right with me is Lachlan Cramsey, your trialist winner yesterday, and your runner-up, Babby Quinones, over here in the green shirt from Puerto Rico and from Australia. And Lachlan, tell us about yesterday, mate. How's it feel to get 2 wins already under your belt on the GQS?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's pretty crazy thinking that, but I don't know. The points are really good, so it's looking good for next year and looking good for the tour. But really, I'm just trying to travel around, have a look around, and enjoy the tour while I can, and do as much surfing as I can. Try and get some good waves under my belt.
Yeah, we saw yesterday you surfed incredible in that final. So you too, Babby. And what are your thoughts on this wave, El Gringo? It's the first time you've been here?
Yep, first time here, and yeah, the water's a lot colder, but the waves are incredible. So much more power, and you know, like, it's just a lot bigger than you get pretty much anywhere else. Like, so consistent. Yeah, it's looking to be big for the later rounds.
Yeah, this swell coming. What are your expectations here for this swell coming?
I don't know. Don't really. I know it's going to be big and powerful, but pretty excited to see what all the older guys are going to be doing out there. See what waves they'll be taking off on and what they'll be looking forward to.
Yeah, well, this kid's calm and collected at the stage. So, Babby, what are your thoughts, mate? And congratulations, runner-up. You're now third on the GQS tour. So, hopefully, your campaign goes strong all year. How do you feel about that?
About the third place, but
Yeah, we just had a look at the rankings this morning, and it looks like you've moved up to third.
I'm pretty stoked. That's the good news. I've been here for like maybe over 3 weeks in Arica, but I've been in the trip already for like a month and a half. I'm really not used to any kind of wetsuits, you know. I always try to avoid them. I've been trying to avoid them, but I guess like Aldiel and a few good friends, like a few of my good buddies, they always told me like this would have been a perfect way for me, you know, the left, since I like them so much. And
yeah, it suits your sort of surfing, doesn't it? I mean, we saw you go well at Pipe every year, and it's a similar sort of wave, this left, isn't it?
yeah, I think the wave looks like a wave that we have in Puerto Rico. It's called Margara, but just like the difference, it's even easier, the wave, but it just has those rocks on the front that you never know where they're at, you know. You're so much adrenaline, you're running in the barrel, and you're not knowing where you're going to end the barrel. So you don't know if you're going to be able to hit it or not.
And it looks real heavy, doesn't it? Like, I mean, you see from where you guys are landing on dry reef almost. And
it looks like it has more energy through the work. As you go riding, the wave gets even more powerful. In another wave, you probably get the power in the beginning, and then you end up finishing with a roll and kicking out. Here, you don't even know if you can. I don't even nosedive like they do, you know.
Yeah.
I did it in the final, in the one of the last inverse or air, whatever I did, because I knew I was going to land hard, and so I kind of did it pretty simple.
Yeah, we saw on the highlights clip, we've done a highlights package and from yesterday, and we saw yourself doing those inverts too, out trying to land out in the flats as far as you can to just get away from the V.
Yeah,
and yourself, those air reverses off the top.
Yeah,
that was the craziest thing I saw in the whole trials. That
it almost looks
reverse.
like the South Coast event, the wedge off, trying to land out in front, similar sort of landings.
good.
Pretty crazy wave. I'm super stoked about it, and now that I know I'm third, I'm gonna keep riding. I'm gonna try to keep doing as good as I can, you know. And now in the main event, just like he said, you know, I'm pretty stoked to see all the best riders doing as big as they can. The waves are going to be pretty big because I've been here. I already saw like 3 swells like with that size.
Yeah.
And it seems like it could be one day out of control maybe. I don't know if it's tomorrow, but if it holds it, you know, if you guys hold it, and we're just going to wait for the good one.
Wait and see. Well, we'll talk about the forecast in a minute. We've got a highlights package from yesterday. Okay. So take a look at this. The boys ripping.
Have a look.
Here's your trialists. Well, there you have it, folks. That was an incredible package put together there by our local filmers and editors, and also Seamus steering the ship there back in Germany. He's doing a good job. And boys, well, as you could see, that was incredibly surfed, and the level's just up with the GSS guys, so it's going to be a really tough competition. How did you feel you surfed yesterday?
Yeah, thanks. Well, yesterday the waves were pumping. You couldn't really ask much more. It wasn't too big, so it wasn't too scary, but it wasn't so small that you can't really do anything like too big off the waves. But yeah, everyone was ripping. There were good barrels, massive bowls, yeah.
And Babby, what were your thoughts on your level of surfing yesterday?
I really didn't know who was going to make it on those 7 spots. It was really hard competition, really, really hard. I was just praying for good waves and trying to hold on. I looked kind of anxious because I was moving a lot. I just didn't want to be too deep. Sometimes, you know, they move a little bit. One of the locals told me that sometimes
The
they
peaks
roll.
are moving a lot?
Yeah. So I wanted to be in the perfect position as I was having the priority. So I was lucky. In one heat, I only had 2 waves.
Yeah, I remember, saw that.
So I was pretty lucky. I needed to play it like, I was trying to go as, you know, just barrel riding because I know I feel secure, more secure doing that, and just hitting end rollers, you know, like kind of retro, feels retro, but, you know, I was just playing it safe as I can, you know. Yeah. I know I need to step up a little bit more now, but you always have to go big, but I was just trying to make sure that I was advancing, you know.
And your assault this year on the qualifying tour, you're going to try and qualify for 2014?
Yeah. I've always all my life been trying to do that, you know, like I sometimes I get frustrated because there's not too many support, you know. If you're representing an island, you know, like everybody in your island knows what you do, but sometimes they can't pay you as much as it is, you know. It's like $40,000 you want to do the whole tour or something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
And if you want to do good, you should try to be always at least 1 week and a half, at least, before. That's the less. This is one of the ones that I most spent time. I knew I had to get, you know, used to the wetsuit, and I've been doing good, so I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, wear wetsuits in
you
Puerto
never
Rico
wear
or
full
Hawaii.
wetsuit ever. If I wear a short john, it's because of the reef, you know, because of the shallow waves that we have. But this is pretty shallow. This is definitely maybe the gnarliest wave I surfed in my life.
And sort of like it's a like a lava rock. Almost
solid
like a coral,
rock,
isn't it? Real solid. Doesn't
break
off.
This past heat, the girls, they were kind of lost in the heat, and I had a Puerto Rican friend, Loli, Luz Marie.
That's right.
She was kind of out of the heat, and then like she kind of grabbed a wave in the left, and she hit the last section. She was already starting to surf that in the turtle. They call it the turtle. To that one rock, it's pretty like gnarly. She just rolled over the rocks. I thought I was gonna have to run and jump to the rocks to just kind of help her, but she managed to pass and to advance, and now hopefully she does good in the next year.
Well, they're running the women's today, just finishing off that, and
it never goes flat. That's an amazing thing about the place.
Consistent place.
Yesterday was saying it was going to be the smallest day of the waiting period. You know, like
still 6 foot sets coming through. Yeah,
it's amazing.
And tomorrow we got this swell coming. We've got a forecast graphic that we're going to try and show. We've had this big swell that's gone through the Pacific and gone up to Tahiti.
Yeah.
You see on your screen now, you can see tomorrow 8 to 10 foot.
That's pretty solid.
Now that's just swell. I think we're going to see bigger faces. We're going to see maybe some 12, even bigger 12-foot faces in the contest. I mean, this wave here is like a magnet. It's the biggest magnet. Everything. It's like the end of the funnel of the Pacific. All the swell comes here and just evaporates all over, you know, the Arica area. And what are your thoughts on this swell coming? I mean, is it going to be more rights or lefts if we run tomorrow? I mean, it's saying 8 to 10 foot of swell. I mean, that's going to be 12-foot faces easy.
I've seen it before and one more S, south-southwest, I think is when it's more lefts.
That's
right. When the left runs like longer.
Yeah.
There's always a left. It's really dangerous to play it, you know, because if you don't make it, then if you don't catch the right one and you get caught, you're going to be in that turtle playing with your life, you know.
Yeah, the turtle.
The turtle. That's how they
the
call
sharp
it.
turtle, yeah.
There's like the little turtle and the big turtle, and you don't even want to see the bigger one.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting seeing the action go down tomorrow. Yeah. It's one of the biggest swells, actually. I've been here, 4 or 5 years, and one of the biggest sort of swell days I've seen on charts, for sure. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, I think there was a swell like a little bit like that about 4 years ago,
Yeah.
I think, and yeah, there was the lefts are pretty heavy
Pretty
and
gnarly, yeah. 10
yeah,
foot.
yeah, 10 foot for sure.
Yeah.
But the right sort of they went for a bit longer and had longer barrels. It was sort of a bit more safer and you could make it out a bit easier.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, so I reckon the rights will probably be a bit easier to ride. But if you can get a left, I reckon it'll score really big, really high.
Have you got any you running with any sort of significant campaign that you want to stick to the rights or stick to the lefts, or it's just whatever comes through?
No, well,
We don't want to discuss it between each other.
No, I think the right is kind of like, they call it in English like rolling the dice or something. Like it's kind of like a roulette. Like you never know what's going to really do. The left is going to be a barrel. You just don't know if you're going to make it out.
That's it. No, the left's really shallow and sort of it has a perfect ledge like that almost, so it just grinds across. But the right's got like a few sections that can pop up, so you're not really sure whether to race it, stall, or don't know. But yeah,
okay,
it's pretty heavy.
And we've got a little trailer that we can the guys have put together, and that is going to explain, from the last couple of years, the rights and lefts, and some really good footage. So we'll have a look at this trailer, and we'll see the guys from last year competing in the event.
All right.
Well, there you have it, guys. As you can see, this wave is one of the best on the tour. It's the most consistent, for sure, and it doesn't get under 6 feet. Every day you wake up, at least 6 foot waves here in Arica, El Gringo, and you can see in that clip there that it's just, everyone's just sitting on the edge of their seat waiting for this swell to come, because we're going to see the same action again this year as we do every other year. And what are your thoughts on Arica, this town, this culture? I mean, we're in just below the Peruvian border. right at the north of Chile. And for those of you who don't know, it hasn't rained here in about 300 years. Just give us your thoughts on the town, Babby.
It's a pretty small town. It looks like it's kind of like separate than Chile and Peru. It's like in between. It's like they don't even kind of consider it like they're pretty apart out of everything. You know, like it's kind of weird. I've been staying like walking distance, like 15 minutes from the place.
Yeah.
Maybe 25 from the town. I just only been a little bit just to go get food. Just been surfing and chilling in my hotel because it's kind of the cold. It's kind of drains my energy.
It's getting to you, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to say thanks to the locals for all
you don't
that.
have a heater in you. You don't have the heater on. It's not that bad, Babby.
I want to say thanks to the locals for the good vibes and letting me surf. Thanks God, they speak Spanish, so I can communicate.
It's easy for
pretty,
you.
Yeah, I can communicate. I know English,
Ask Lachlan about that.
but
I need to learn a bit.
no, the
more.
boys been pretty cool with me. I know a few since Puerto.
Yeah.
They always told me about the good spots that they have, but I didn't even had an idea of how good it is.
Yeah.
How good the place is, and pretty chilling. Everybody, people telling me not to hitchhike or anything. I've been hitchhiking all the time. I've been just people been really friendly, and the
Real
neighbors like offering me, stuff or help, and
Yep.
I
it's a great
guess-
town, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
What are your thoughts on it, Lachlan?
It's awesome, eh? It's,
Besides, but I'll just tell the people, I've had a few meals with him and he doesn't know a word of Spanish, so he just gets a menu and he just points at the menu.
it's point. Yeah. It's point and hope for the best. Yeah, the food's good over here. There's not really anything that's bad over here. Like everything is everything you look at is something different compared to back home in Australia. As you can, like if you can see around, there's mountains everywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. There's just so much dirt and but like you don't think there's many people around, but you look outside and there's hundreds of people.
On the contest day, yeah. You look outside and it's just packed, isn't it?
So many people. And yeah, just to all the locals and everyone that lives around here, they're supporting bodyboarding so much. And
Yeah, it's a huge sport here,
it's
isn't
really
it?
good.
A lot of people really happy talking in town, like about the girls that surfed.
Yeah.
They were pretty stoked. They were pretty stoked to see the girls too.
Yeah, no, it's good. And building up every time I come back every year, there's more and more,
More people,
bodyboarders
huh?
in the water, and there's more and more spectators and people coming down the event.
A lot of young kids surfing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were your
15.
expectations on this wave from what you've heard from a few of the boys back home in Australia? For you and yourself, just for, Lachlan and George Humphreys. George also qualified as well into the main event. These are the only two young Australians that came over to compete in the event. So give us your thoughts of what you were told about it.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty simple. We'd just been told it's always good. Like it's pretty much always over 6 foot.
That was correct. They didn't lie to
Yeah,
you there.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's really shallow and dangerous. That's it. That's
Yeah.
correct too. And yeah, just the surroundings is incredible. You don't really see this many other places.
Yeah, and I mean, for your honest opinion, would you say to everybody who are out there, come and surf this wave, and it's the most challenging wave
Oh,
for sure for bodyboarding?
You need to have a lot of security, like feel really secure about yourself, and
Yeah.
have a lot of knowledge of tube riding, because or else you're gonna have to hit the lip
That's right.
to avoid the rocks.
Yeah,
Sometimes you're in the barrel and you know you're not gonna make it. You sometimes prefer to hit the lip, like roll,
yeah.
just to see if you flip it through the rocks, all over the rocks. I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it in English, but it happened to me like twice. Like very little times I didn't even knew what to do and had to hit a roller just to go over the rocks.
Just to get safe out in the flats. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're the only Puerto Rican on the event.
Yeah,
qualified for the event
there's
now?
so many people, like so many good kids surfing in Puerto Rico really well, but it's just not too many support sponsor. It's really hard. I came with my girlfriend, and it's a lot of money always.
Yeah. Well, you're a great.
Not
ambassador for
because
Puerto
I'm with
Rico.
my girlfriend, just because you spend a lot.
Yeah.
If you're an athlete, you need to eat well.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
That's healthy food is never cheap.
And you guys do a fair bit of training and stretching and
Yeah.
obviously watch your nutrition and everything.
I normally train, but here I just been putting all my energy into surfing.
Because it's cold.
A little bit of
So
stretch.
you got to put all your energy in your wetsuit, haven't you?
Yeah.
I have a really sore neck right now after those last heat that I hit in the final. I'm really sore. So thanks God they didn't run it today.
Yeah.
I need to rest at least one more day.
All right. Well, thank you, Babby Quinones from Puerto Rico and Lachlan Cramsey from Australia. You're going to see these guys in the Grand Slam Showdown coming up. We should be starting tomorrow. Stay tuned on ibaworldtour.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, IBA World Tour. We've got a huge swell coming. Tomorrow's going to be something you don't want to miss. We're doing a 6:30 check-in tomorrow morning, and just want to thank all the sponsors behind me. Obviously, GoPro, the Arica Town, Science, and Tomato Surf Shop. And check out everything on YouTube if you want to see all the previous day's highlights, clips from all the trials. Congratulations once again to Lachlan for taking the trials out, and also Babby for runner-up. Thanks for coming on the show, boys.
Stoked to be here, man.
Want to say a shout-out to anyone?
I want to say thanks to my family and thanks to all my friends and supporters for all the good emails and for all the good vibes in Facebook and everywhere. All the contacts that I have that have been sending really good vibes. I'll keep doing my best.
Yeah, just like to thank my family, especially. They've really helped me out around traveling and all that. Sponsors as well, and also all the sponsors that are helping out this event. It's going really well.
Yeah, great. Well, good luck, boys, for the Grand Slam.
Thanks again, man.
Wish you good luck, and hope you stay away from the Turtle Rock.
That's it.
Okay, stay tuned. ibaworldtour.com. We'll be back tomorrow bright and early at the start of the showdown. Hasta mañana.
Hasta mañana.
Tomate Surf Shop, presentador oficial Arica Chilean Challenge 2013.